Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is my 19th mail day video. Basically got a bunch of cards from eBay, my local card shops, and I vended at a show and walked around a bit and traded with some people and bought some cards. And actually a few people in the area have actually started trading with me, so it's pretty cool to meet some people in the community. But I mean, as you can tell, I got a giant stack of cards and just random stuff to go through, and this huge stack as well. So I have been buying quite a bit, but the market's been crazy recently, and I'm just trying to really get the good deals and trades and things like that. But I actually was lucky the other day and got the perfect order. No, sorry, the Chaos Rising pre-orders for Pokemon Center, so I was happy about that. But other than that, let's go through. Let's divide this stack into two, and we'll go through this stack and then some online orders. So, and I actually got a new playmat as well. This is the, the 151 playmat from the UPC. So as you can hear that, there's my guinea pigs squealing in the background. But I'm actually in the process of mastering 151, so this is just one of the cards I need. Just typical market price card. And here's another one. This one I got from a local card shop down south when I was actually picking up some of my fertilizer for my company. And this one I bought from a friend. I paid $8 for this, so it's decent condition, but I just really like the Shadowless Arcanine. Brings back some good old memories. I'll try to be quick with this, but some of these cards have a story and everything, and this is another trade, pretty good trade that I did with a friend with some One Piece cards, Pokemon cards, and some cash on top. So he's a really big One Piece collector, but this is beautiful artwork from my homeboy Mitsudo. And so this is the start of his collection I bought. So this is a gorgeous card. It's Growlithe, and I think I'm going to send this out to PSA. I mean, it is, a gorgeous card. So this is all from that same trade as well. So, and he actually had a Rocket, Dark Gyarados reverse holo, and a reverse holo Squirtle that I was interested in, but he ended up finding a buyer slash trader for those. So he showed me these, and I was still very interested in these cards. I wish this was the reverse holo, but it's just the normal artwork. So still, all his collection was amazing. It was funny. He had all of his cards in those really old school, like gross PVC binders and everything. So I made him penny sleeve and top load all of his cards one day. It's super funny. So met a good friend. And all right, so that was done with that trade, and this all came out to about I traded him about $200 worth of One Piece in cash. And then this is from another friend collection right here, just a trade. So a lot of these were just some very cheap dollar cards that I was missing out on, and some promos. But some of these actually I bought specifically because of that really awesome HD swirl. So if you can see that swirl, the light is messing with me, but nice Golurk. So this is just another Tapu Bulu promo I was missing. I think this Meowth, yep, that's awesome swirl with the Meowth. The Mantine has one as well, somewhere around there. I'm not gonna try to find them in every card, but I'm pretty sure I bought all of them with a swirl I found. This is just a nice Pheromosa card for one of the shiny collections. So it was just amazing how many promos I was missing from the Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon era. And this is actually just from Oh no, this is an older one. That's funny. I was getting it confused with Larry's Kamala from Ascended Heroes blisters. So cool Furfrou. And this Sceptile was a really cool one. Nice easy pickup. So, but this card was actually pretty expensive. I paid my friend $35 for this card. It's in decent condition, but I mean, you know, minty ones of this card are like, you know, 50. So, but, you know, just some average wear and tear. Still a pretty nice card. Alright, and another old school Infernape. Not another, but, you know, decent condition. I usually don't buy anything that is messed up. I'm pretty sure this is Call of Legends. Kind of remember that artwork, but a Call of Legends Smeargle. Gorgeous. Very old school Kingdra from Neo. Couldn't say no to that. Good quality. Even though I already have this card, but had to buy another copy. And a Rainbow Muck. A Alolan Muck GX. Good old full art from Sun and Moon era. So, I really like this new playmat. I mean, they're pretty cheap. I think I got this for $10 at my local card shop. So let's divvy up the done pile and let's see some stuff I bought online. That's always the fun, interesting stuff. Let's do this little pile real quick. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. I'm not getting many views on these, but you know, it's kind of fun to do either way. Sometimes I get some pretty cool, you know, cards. So let's flip these around. This has to be a freebie. A Fido freebie. So, ooh, there we go. That is a gorgeous card right there. So I paid $72 for this card. And we will, oh, and here's another little freebie. So, I guess those are pretty much meant to protect this guy. So, with the issue with these XY promos are the edges. And as you can see, the edges are pretty good on both of these sides. And the back is pretty good as well. I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to send this one out to grade as well. There's a little bit of whitening on the bottom corners, but TCG Player had this at the time for $110, and I won this for, you know, 72. So I really am liking Mew these days and the Mew cards. I actually got another one in the mail recently that I'm going to save for a short because it was, you know, pretty expensive. I had to get it authenticated. So, all right, that was fun. I forgot I bought that card. It's been a while. So, it's another. And all right, cool. This is just a Japanese Ceruledge from their form of Prismatic. Their cards are super cheap. So, I always have to tape up the mailing to and return addresses. Speaking of someone I was just talking about, I think this is my. I was on a kick for a little bit, a Mew kick for a little bit, and I think this one I bought for. I'm going to say $55. I think it was $60 after, but I do know that it has a crazy print line right there, as you can tell. I mean, you can tell that it, like, you know, right where the light isn't shining. So a print line was just basically like, you know, a factory type issue they had back in the day. But this card is, other than that, indeed, you know, I mean, a little bit of wear and tear. I'm not going to grade this. This is just going to go in my binder. But, I mean, the back is, you know, pretty beautiful. Who knows? I'll kind of see how the market does. But I think this is a beautiful card. Couldn't say no to it. And if you're wondering how much I bought that Rayquaza for in my other video, it was about $620. So just so you guys know, I was actually gifted that Rayquaza, kind of as an investment type deal with my father. It's kind of a fun story. Alright, this is just taped like crazy, so I'm just going to show you it, and I think I can undo it. There we go. This is just an old school full art trainer. I really like these old school. So it's Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. There we go. Couldn't read it. So this is from 2015. So 11 years old. Beautiful card. So, and just a little bit of damage on the corner. This would just be a binder copy, obviously. Let's get this out of the way. I've had this since last year. Story is, during Black Friday, I was just way too obsessed with getting those, what is it called, the GameStop Team Rocket Moltres boxes, and I totally blanked on Cooper Flag boxes at Target, so I had to buy this for $55, $20 over market, like an idiot, and it's basically just the black Target exclusive edition for the tops. I don't even know if it was chrome. I think it's just yeah, flagship, but it's the Topps chrome, or sorry, the Topps basketball that was only at Target during Black Friday, and I was an idiot and just completely blanked on it. I would have gotten multiple of them because, you know, Cooper Flag lives like within an hour from me. Yeah, I guess his hometown, but other than that, I'm gonna keep that sealed, obviously, for my collection. But it was just kind of annoying how I was just so focused on other things that I totally blanked on that. So, and I've been meaning to show that off in a video, but it's just been so long. And I've had, you know, my last mail video was huge, or not huge, long, so I had no time to add that with that little story. But, and no one told me, which is kind of annoying, but that was kind of fun to watch unfold, or unravel, I guess. So this card is gorgeous. This is the shiny Yanma from back in the day. It's SH9 is what they called it. So this is also from 2009, but pretty good, you know, pretty good condition here. I might grade this. I forget how the back looks, but I bought this for $44. If you guys were wondering, I know you guys like to know the prices, so. But yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful card. I just love the simplicity of it, and, you know, all of that. Let's get a good little pile going. So, speaking of finishing 151, here is the Caterpie. I actually sold my extra Ammonite for like $12, and then straight like took those funds and used it to buy this for $12. So this is literally kind of a trade, but just two different people. So it's kind of funny. And I really am trying to finish 151. I think all I need, I mean, you'll see, you know, in another video, I got something pretty cool, but I am the Blastoise and the Ivysaur, and, you know, maybe one or two full arts away from completing it. So this is, oh, so this card was awesome to get. Crazy enough, I won this for $16, and thank you to the seller for actually sending it and not canceling my order. It's, you know, off center like crazy from, you know, this side's bigger than the other, but a gorgeous binder collection, and I love these full arts by Ryu Oyeda. So, if that's how you say his name, but I mean, the back is gorgeous. For $16, could not say no. Literally the only thing wrong with this card is just the centering. So, sorry, I keep going back and forth because I'm like opposite with the thingy. And alright, the camera, you know. This is a fun card. So this is the Vulpix, I think. Is it Mega? Yep. So this is the Vulpix IR from Mega Evolution base set. Vulpix next to the fire. I paid $13 for this card. So I think this is a gorgeous card, as you can see. Funny how some people mail things, but yeah, I'm super excited about that Mewtwo. I won for only $16. That was crazy. I'll finish up with all the mail stuff, and then we'll go back to my other stack. That was an interesting card. All right, let's see what's in here. Ah, cool. So that's funny. I already know he didn't lie to me. So this is from a while ago, and I buy all these cards, and you know I wait too long to do these videos, but I asked him if he would include this card if I bought these two, and luckily he did. So this is the Radiant Collection Jirachi. Such a cute card. I love Radiant Collection cards. You just couldn't say no. This was an $8 card, and he said yes to my deal. So I think the deal was basically I'll pay double the shipping because I won both of these cards separately, and I just said instead of refunding the shipping, can you just add that other one? So, and yes, these cards are gorgeous. Delta Species, EX Delta Species, Reverse Hollow, Pupitar. Amazing condition. So, no, I mean, not amazing. A binder copy, as you can see, that white nick right there, but still gorgeous. Gorgeous nonetheless. And then this one was, ooh, this is a beautiful card. A full art Houndoom. Look at the texture on that baby. Man, they don't make the cards like this anymore. They're so vicious. Look at that. So this is a much better copy than the other one. So, and again, that Ryu Oyeda guy. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but very nice artist. All right, that was in that. Have a nice stack going over there. This is just a crazy way to ship cards. 4 top loaders in that. Okay, and actually I think there should be a bunch of cards in here. So I won this auction for I think $22, and there's quite a few cards in here. Jeez Louise, I didn't really think this one through. Nor did he. He put them all in one penny sleeve. Yikes. So we got the Cyclizar. Jeez. I bought this lot because I needed some of these IRs, and the price was just super good. So I can sell some of them, you know, at my booth at the next card show. But I had no idea they weren't going to be sleeved. So I will deal with that later. Let's put them off to the side. Kind of stacking them like that. They're so packed in here, I can't even get them out without doing this. That's not how you ship cards, but whatever. So, the Venipede. I think a lot of these are black and white IRs. Mineshao, which I don't have. I had the Venipede, and I had the Cyclizar, and the Shedinja, which I didn't have either. So, last little bundle here, which of course is going to be the most difficult to get out. Alright, so I have this guy, the Clawitzer already. It's like a pretty cheap card, but this was the promo for Phantasmal Flames, I believe, ETBs, and a Toxtricity. So, like I said, I already had a few of those, but for $20, I think it was $22 shipped. I will make money on selling the extras to at my show. Just a few more mail cards, and then the rest is just a stack of more trades and local card shop purchases. So, this is an awesome card. I thought this was a really good purchase. Back looks gorgeous. I'll show you the back first. So for such an old card, I thought this was a great purchase for $22. This again, $22. I mean, the condition is everything on these cards because of, you know, how easily they were to scratch. So as you can tell, there's definitely some scratching on the hollow there, but like, other than that, a very beautiful card for one of my favorite Pokemon back in the day. I loved this card. Just super nostalgic memories of, you know, seeing this card when I was, you know, fourth or fifth grade even, in my friend's sunroom. Like, just weird little memories like that. I love it. You know, nothing more about that story other than I remember him having that and me just obsessing over it, you know. Just so funny to see what everyone else had back in the day. But this was a really awesome purchase. This was $26, which is insane. Gold label for beautiful artwork from Black Bolt. So, gorgeous. Volcarona. Couldn't say no to a pristine 10 black label, or gold label, I guess. CGC. Gorgeous artwork. $26. Nuts. I mean, just the raw version, American, is $30. So, I don't know. Crazy good pickup, I think. Let's figure out what's in this box. Huh. I've opened it before to make sure there was no information, so of course whatever. Alright. Now those peanuts are everywhere. Let's see what I bought. Looks like another lot of IRs. I don't remember the things I buy, guys. It's kind of crazy. Alright. A Helioptile. A Watchog. Pretty cool. I think these are all, once again, black and white. I just didn't have many of these cards from this set. Paldean Wooper. Oh, this is a really gorgeous card. I already have it, but I just love the full art. And I love the sun rays, and oh, I love it. Yes, this is cool. So I got this card specifically for $14. And I think it is like a $30 card, especially with it being a fairy type and them, you know, removing fairy type from the game, or from the TCG. And it's obviously a little bit beat up. You can tell, definitely a binder copy, but, you know, still a beautiful card. I just love those full arts, and with Mega Evolution coming out and all these attack rares, I thought that was a good purchase. So, yeah, I kind of remember buying this now. This was an auction, all those cards. And then one more thing that is not related, but I've had this since before Christmas, and it is like almost 4 months ago. But I didn't know you guys knew I liked Hot Wheels, so then I didn't want to, like, you know, make a Hot Wheel video or show you guys that without knowing that, you know, letting you guys know I liked Hot Wheels before, you know, with my little short and everything. But I had to buy the Tesla truck, and it actually came in really good condition. So it's hard to, or, you know, kind of crazy that this was, as you can tell, this is a B case from, you know, 2025, I think. So quite a while. I mean, this was potentially out on shelves in 2024, so had to get it. Just, you know, you're not going to see these much. And this is a heavy Hot Wheel, jeez. But pretty cool, had to get it. And now the last stack is this. So here we go. Let's this to the side. So this is a trade I did with a friend as well. I forget what we traded, but basically I offered $25 and she said yes. This was on top of, a bunch of other stuff in the trade, but this was, actually a $30 card. It's kind of hard to believe that, old XY normal hollows at $30, but I jumped on it because I think the only issues were, with the light, his bottom little corner. I don't even know if you can see it, it's so minuscule, but crazy that this card's worth $30. Still don't believe it. This is all from the same person, so I will do it like this. Tomokazu Komiya. This is damaged, obviously, just, a really worn binder copy, but for $2 could not say no to a reverse hollow E-Series. Easy pickup. A Crystal Guardians Grovyle. Another gorgeous card. And this card was my favorite in the lot. I just love that artwork and how, only the Nidorina is, holographic and the rest isn't. So, beautiful artwork, beautiful Delta Species card. Basically makes Nidorina a steel type, so that's cool. If you never knew what Delta Species did, Delta Species just basically gave all these Pokemon a different a type. And then with Crystal Guardians, all the artworks had crystals in them. Kind of interesting. But tag team with my favorite artist. Had to. And then a cheap reverse hollow Mightyena. So pretty cool. So that was we are getting to the final stretch here, and I think I'm doing pretty good on time, kind of with all my other videos. So I picked this up from a local card shop, the sister shop to where I got the first two cards in this little video, the Machoke and the Chansey. So just a Volcarona. I think this was 10 cents or whatever, but this is the card that I bought thought it was pretty cool. So I will show this one up a little bit more. Just a Tyranitar GX full art, and this is perfect condition. I'll probably send this one out to grade. I just love the full arts, and Tyranitar is a beast. Alright. So actually those were just from that shop, the last two. This is from a different shop. This is the non-hollow Pikachu Libre. I knew they made a normal hollow. And this card I got for $11, and it's actually worth $21. So I don't know what that shop was thinking. But so this is from a different shop, but still a local card shop. I don't go to this one too much anymore since they moved locations, but they're a little further away from me. But yeah, easy pickup. I think this one's even almost $30 now. So $11 is pretty good. $5 for an old school white Kyurem EX. This is from 2012, so good quality on that. A Master Ball Larvitar. The Master Ball Pyroar for only $1. Had to. Pretty cool Aerodactyl GX, $2. As you can obviously see the price, I don't know why I'm telling you. Tapu Koku. I love the old school XY hollows. This one's obviously a little cheaper than the Ditto I bought, and this one's pretty cool. This is, where is it? So that, one of those HD swirls from back in the day. But I didn't even know they made them so long ago. This card's from 2012. So they've had those HD Galaxy swirls for quite a while. This is probably my oldest card with it. A Celebi. And I'm still looking for all of these stamped promos that were in those, collection boxes. But this is just a Salamence and a Litleo. Little Pyroar's little one. Another Master Ball for $1. Easy pickups. Oh, and sorry, these were from the same shop, just this one. So, All right, next little shop I went to was actually, I think, yeah, that one, and here, these are just some old school XY reverse hollows. I think this was actually all from the same shop or something, but this is just a Pokeball reverse hollow. All right, and I think this last bit is from my show, when I was vending at the show and then I went out to buy cards. So that's kind of funny. So here's a Palkia EX, pretty an old school card. This is from 2015. So just saw it at a booth and thought the artwork was pretty, cool. I think I actually got this for $5 or something. This is pretty interesting. So I forgot the story behind this card, but the guy was selling them for only $1, and it's basically the Japanese government turned their currency into bills, so they could, I think, use the money or the metal for ammunition during World War II and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the story, but I thought it was pretty interesting, so I picked it up. This card I traded for because I had an extra, something that the guy needed. I totally I'm blanking on it, but it was, something modern, but if it comes to me, I'll think of it. So, but I just love that artwork. And this is from Ascended Heroes. This is the same card I bought in that lot, so I just knew I already had it from the show. This is a gorgeous card. Tokiya, that artwork, the artist, I love how they make some of their artworks. They have a bunch of Arcanine artworks that are beautiful, but this was a $5 frostless holographic, couldn't say no. Really nice condition as well. This was actually from my friend's booth right next to me. I just love the colors and needed it. I think she literally gave it to me for free. And a Reverse Hollow Energy, Dragon Frontiers, couldn't say no. Beautiful. And then I bought these from the same seller at the show. So I've always liked this full art Pidgeot, all the colors and the textures, gorgeous. And then this is from Phantasmal Flames, I think, but gorgeous Flygon. I've always loved this card, so thought it was pretty cool and picked it up. All right, I think that is everything, guys. Once again, if you haven't checked out any of my older videos, have at them, check them out. I think they're pretty cool to watch, see my collection grow over the years. But other than that, I hope you all have a great time, and good luck collecting. Take it easy. See ya.